How's it going, YouTube? Today I got an Ontario knife. It's a Camp Plus. This is my first Ontario knife. I would pick the cheapest one. These knives range anywhere from $10 to $20 depending on where you buy it. It's a lock back, and you got a coated clip point blade. Seems like it's got a hollow grind, but don't quote me on that. It's opened by nail nick. See, you got a little nail nick here. You can open it with one hand if you really, really want to. It's not really made for that. Didn't get it all on camera, but I guess you can close it with one hand too. It's not the easiest. You got glass-filled nylon handles. It's a kind of a white color with some texture on it. Blade on this thing, I did not measure it. Actually, 3.25 inches. And the knife measures in at 7.5 inches. Let's go ahead and compare it to a few other knives. Gonna go cheap ones for this one. Ka-Bar Dozier. Then Ganzo F759M. It's a tongue twister. Yeah, this one's like $15. It's like a Spyderco replica. This is 20 to 30. My only two other lockbacks, I believe. Compare it to a couple really popular knives. The Hogue Deca. The Benchmade Bug Out. But it's about the same size as both of these, so it's very EDC sized, if that's a word or phrase. The blade stock on this thing is 2.2 millimeters or 0.088. And you got a 0.38 inch handle, so very thin with the blade and handle. It's very light also, 2.6 ounces. You got a wire clip, reversible, ambidextrous. And I believe it's just painted because mine came out of the box with scratch on it. Right there. It's hard to see, but yeah, I don't see the paint holding up long term on the blade either. This doesn't look like a PVD coating. Could be, but I doubt it for $10. This has 420 steel. I don't even think I've mentioned that yet. Which is not a great steel, but for a beginner, this works. This is the type of knife I would buy a kid for a starter. And you wouldn't have to worry about them banging it up or losing it. It's made in China. Like most of everything else. And clip points aren't usually the most useful, but this one's about even with the pivot, so it's not bad. You can still open stuff with it and do about everything you need. You got T8s for the pivot and the pocket clip. And the rest of the screws are T6s. It looks like you got a free spin pivot, which you're probably not going to take this apart anyway. Am I going to carry this knife? Probably not, because I have a lot nicer knives. But I wanted to check it out. See what you can get for $10. We'll go ahead and go over a few things. A few of my nitpicks. For one, sharpening tool. Especially since you got the 420 steel, you're going to be sharpening it a lot. I really don't like this Camp Plus Frost right here. Makes it look even cheaper than it already does. I wish they would have put the nail nick on both sides. And the painted clip, I know it matches, but I kind of just wish it was plain steel so it wouldn't scratch up, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, I'll link this if I can find the link to it, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out any knife anywhere from $10 to 200 plus, so not very picky. Yeah. See you guys on the next one.